knows about the grind. Yeah, the bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. .102. Happy Friday. Happy Oilers game day. Welcome to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. We're live from the William Huff Studios here in the west side of the city. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach The Koob Kubusch in the house. How you doing, Nasties? Hit us up on the River Korean Box, 780-218-9999. Nasty chat. Let's hit that thumbs up. We've hit 100 every day this week. We can't stop now. We can't. Fun show coming up. Highlights, lowlights, 120, 140. Stefan Rosner from the Hockey News. He'll tee up the New York Islanders, the Oilers' opponent tonight. 2 o'clock, Zach to the Future. We'll also have another 2 hours at Gimme Virtual Golf today. We'll have some trivia for you. You'll have to text the River Korean Box. So lots of fun to be had. Joaquin, and if you're listening, iHeart, TuneIn radio apps, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, the Heavy Hockey Showdowns tomorrow. Tommy's on location, Boston Pizza Westgate for the pre- and post-game shows today. Go say hi. Do we have to talk Oilers?
Yes.
I have Oilers fatigue right now. Holy smokes, man.
I mean, that was a tough one last night. That was a tough post-game show.
Yeah, it gets to you, man.
Too many emotions.
Way too many.
You're you want to see something from this team, and it's getting more and more difficult. And I think the biggest problem is with a lot of Oilers fans is that light at the end of a tunnel of a losing streak seems to be getting further and further away.
It's tough. I mean, it's because, like I've been saying, like I think someone said it on the post-game show. You can pretty much repeat all the post-game shows when they lose.
Yeah, I know. I saw that a few times.
It's
Hey, but I'd have to say that Evan Bouchard's playing a little bit better. That's a bright light.
Sure. I mean, we're this close to Skinner and Bouchard being the heroes last night. But no, wasn't to be had. Joaquin, I mean, I think the big talking point right now, it's the nuclear option. And
okay.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the coaching stuff is what's...
Like, New Jersey gets a fluky goal. It's 1-0. You're in the game. You're not playing bad.
What fluky goal?
The first one for...
Why is that fluky?
Well, sure.
It's a shot, save, rebound, scores.
Yeah, okay. But...
isn't that what... Okay, never mind. Sorry. Go
you're
ahead.
not getting outplayed is my point. You know, you're right there, and you go to this option.
Yeah.
There's no point anymore in going with other lines. I'll read the lines here because it's part of our job, but it doesn't matter because he's just going to go to these two guys. Do you remember Derek Ryan's comments when Tippett got fired?
Yes, I do.
And what did he say, Joaquin?
DR said it's nice now on the team that everyone has a designated role. I'm paraphrasing a little bit, and we have, it feels like we have more responsibility and part of something, kind of, right? So,
but you know your role. The problem right now, when you go nuclear, you have a bench full of players wondering what their role is supposed to be.
Oh yeah, they like we talked about last night. You have a bunch of guys that now. Okay, well, I mean, they're playing this way though. They're playing like, well, they put Leon and Connor together, so I guess they're gonna go win the game for us. We just hopefully when we get out there, if we get out there, they just don't score another goal.
And then Knobloch said it post-game, Gager. He goes, when we have guys playing with Draisaitl and McDavid, it's nice for them, but they don't play to their strength. They defer they think they're a different player. And that to me is very... But let them play through it. Like, I'm just tired of... And it's all so unfair to Draisaitl and McDavid. They're great players. They're the two best players in the world, Joaquin. But
I don't know. Did you see that play McCarr made last night?
Yeah. To ask him to every game play 25 minutes a night and win the game for your team, you're asking too much because you're only depending on them.
Yeah, and you're driving them right into the ground here.
Yeah.
Like that's too much hockey.
So McClellan did the same thing. Dave Tippett, they did the same thing.
Hitchcock did the same thing.
Jay Woodcroft did the same thing. Throw Hitchcock in there during it. It all ends the same, Joaquin. It doesn't work, and you end up getting fired. Seriously. It doesn't work.
No.
You want to try it from time to time, go ahead. But enough of going to this so early. And like I said, all other 10 forwards are wondering, well, what am I supposed to do when I'm out there? Am I defending? Am I trying to score? Am I playing responsible? Are we going all out? No one knows their role on this team because all Chris Knoblauch does as soon as they get one goal scored on them is go to his top two guys.
Yeah, he does. There's not a lot of leash to try to figure it out. But what's interesting is when he says when guys play with either one of the big dogs is all of a sudden they start playing a different type of game. You know, do what you do best. What got you there? And all of a sudden I can pull up and make a drop pass at the blue line and not just play straightforward hockey. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's challenging, and there's not a lot of time left to get it right. And they have the ability to do it. We've seen the team. Yeah. Ekholm's a big part of this group. To almost to the point where he is kind of their most valuable player. When he's out of the lineup, it is very evident that they're missing a huge puzzle piece. So hopefully he's getting better, and after this road trip, he can come back into the lineup. But, I mean, one guy isn't going to fix this. Frederick coming in is going to help, I think, but two guys isn't going to fix this. You're going to need everyone to flip the switch here a lot sooner. You have to win tonight. You go into, and Reed was talking in the bullpen about their record in the island. It's not good at all. So they're due.
They're due. I mean, this team can turn it on, like Gager said. And tonight, I'll be shocked. I'll be floored if they don't start the game with the nuclear option. Like I said, go with it. Just run with it. That's all you do. So might as well start the game with it.
Yeah.
Like
I said it a long time ago. Just go with it. Stop trying to find something else. You're going to go back to it anyway. So just go with it.
Yeah, the goaltending, sure. I mean, you got to fight through screens, sure, all that. It was nice yesterday that it wasn't so much on Skinner. But this team, like a buddy texted me yesterday and said, this team in the offensive zone plays like the Golden State Warriors, perimeter.
Oh, yeah.
They're just shooting threes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then on the defensive side, they can't clear. We'll see it in highlights. They can't clear the net for the life of them.
There's no battle for that prime real estate. You know, it's just, here you go. I'll stand beside you, put my stick hopefully over yours, and we can clear this out.
Yeah, and Dusty's, I know on the All Stream on his show, he's bringing it up. Listen, Jeff Jackson constructed this team for the most part. Stan Bowman, sure, he's chipped in a bit, but he came in after all the signings.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not Chris Knoblauch's problem. What is Chris Knoblauch's problem is the way he deploys his lineup, and he's struggling right now. He is. I said it yesterday on the post-game show. If you want to go after Knoblauch for how he deploys his team, that's fair game. But I'm not going to put it on him for the amount of lack to details on the ice, the want to play the right way, where's the passion, where's the heart. That's on these players. This core has been together long enough, Joaquin. They've been through so many ups and downs through their time here in Edmonton. I'm not putting that on the coach. No. I'm putting on the coach how he deploys his lineups. because they haven't been good enough. He's out of ideas. That's all he has. And it's cost every other coach their job here. It always ends the same, hockey. And I'm not on board to have a conversation about switching the coach because I think it's ridiculous.
But isn't it, I mean, I find it interesting that every single coach always goes to the default with putting those two together. And they all kind of start the same. The new coach comes in, they get the new coach bump. He doesn't put them together that much. And there's some success.
Yeah.
And last year, Knoblauch hit all the right buttons, but he kept them apart for a lot.
No, he was getting production from other guys, right?
Yeah. But at one point, you got to look at time on ice and minutes and looking at Connor and Leon. Like they're going to have nothing left.
I'll tell you this. They go in with this strategy against the LA Kings, they're out in the first round.
Did you watch any of that Kings game at all?
No, but I know they're good.
They're really good. They manhandled, well, not manhandled, but they dealt with the Washington Capitals quite easily. And we saw what the Washington Capitals did to the Edmonton Oilers. Capitals weren't at their best, but still, Kings looked good.
I think Kings beat them. I think Vegas beats them. Hell, I might even think Calgary will beat them. Like this team is... Mike from Calgary says, the problem isn't the nuclear line. It's the minutes they get. It's ridiculous and unsustainable. Teams win, not two guys or one line. It's freaking Groundhog Day. I agree.
That's a really good point. Like, yeah, keep them together. Sure. But allow your other lines to do something as well. Like you're essentially double shifting them every time.
Yeah. And Deuce Comic says, is it because 97 and 29 request to play? No, they're not the coach.
They better not be.
Yeah, no. This is, and Chris Knoblauch's admitted, well, I went to it because other guys, when they play with them, they become different players. Sure. So Chris Knoblauch, your strategy is run these two guys to the ground right before the playoffs, and hopefully someone can chip in. I mean, Adam and Reed talking yesterday, he said all the right things.
Yeah.
He has 4 points in 20 games, his last 20 games. Podkolzin, enough with the Podkolzin stuff. Like, I'm done with it. Arvidsson, not good enough. Jeff Skinner was all right yesterday. I mean, Kasperi Kapanen brings nothing. Connor Brown. I mean, Corey Perry's there, and he's smiling on the bench, and he's been really good for the Oilers this year, but he's playing with house money. He knows his career's winding down. He's enjoying every moment.
I mean, he's doing that is exactly what you would have wanted. If you could have said, Corey, can you provide this year?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'll see whatever, sure. And he's done it. He's the only one aside from outside the, top, that's not supposed to really be in the top six that has performed. And it's
embarrassing.
It is. But I mean, I don't want to sound, it's an injustice to say that Corey Perry's playing above, because he's a great player. Like he's been a great player. He's a Hart Trophy winner. He's a Stanley Cup champion. There's a lot of pride in his game.
I didn't have him at 14 goals, so I'll be honest.
No, I thought maybe 10 because he'll sneak into the power play once in a while and, get those greasy ones. I thought, by the end of the year, you'd see 10, but geez, 14. It's awesome.
And the same thing, after a PK, it's the nuclear option. And then the power play now, it's the power play too is McDavid, Draisaitl, the two defensemen that come on, and then Corey Perry. So try something different. Yes, they're the greatest players, but it's not working, Knoblauch. They've won 5 of their last 15, Joaquin. It's been 13 games since they've outscored an opponent in the third period. And he does the same thing every game.
Yeah, it's becoming very predictable, right? Oh. And even down to the power play. The power play is predictable.
Yeah.
You need more movement. You need to try something different. I think the power play was always best when you had everyone was moving. Now it's just, okay, let's get to our spots and let's try this. And it just Leon's having a fantastic year, but the power play isn't close to as dangerous as it was last year. There was multiple chances. And how were those chances developed? It was just getting pucks in the net. Their puck retrieval after shots on net and being able to set and creating that chaos that comes with funneling pucks to the net. That's when those cross seams start opening up, because all of a sudden it was, is he going to shoot from this? Like, everyone gets there becomes panic in the opposition team's PK, and it opens up those lanes instead of just like you watch. Connor will get the puck on the left side and he'll hold it, and everyone basically goes to Leon. They just put their sticks there.
And everybody and their dog knows what Connor's looking for.
The goalie's got his shoulders like they're turned.
Have you noticed lately the goalie's there before even the
He's loaded up so hard on that right leg. You can see it. Watch the goalie. He is ready to just bolt over there because he knows that's the play coming. Jake Allen, I know Dusty said that was a horrible first goal, but he was cheating like crazy. Why? Because I guarantee the discussion is these guys do not like to shoot the puck. They pass on most of their opportunities. He was cheating like crazy.
Oh yeah,
on that one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. And listen, we don't like being negative, but this team is just.
I'll be negative for a second longer. Like, for a guy that's Italian, like Tom Gazzola, like, he made coffee. It was. It was as weak as the Oilers PK. It was terrible for an Italian to do that. I had to go fix it. Wow.
We got a great text last night. I think it was from Coyote Steve. He goes, because someone asked about the players only meeting. He goes, they had one, but the bottom six didn't show up.
Yeah, that was really good. Good
man.
One.
But it's just, I don't like. I had so many buddies texting me yesterday because they're frustrated, and some are saying fire the coach. I'm like, calm down. Like, that's not the solution. Others are just like, it's just mind-boggling that this team is still here in year 10, 11, whatever it is of McDavid and Draisaitl. It blows my mind how bad they can be at times, because you see how great they can be. And they've shown us. They were the best team for 2 months in the NHL. The best team. How do you fall that far? How? I just don't get it. And Matthias Ekholm's a stud, and they miss him. I still think they're losing these games, though. Because you can't score, Joaquin.
No, when would you ever think that would be an issue? And look, you mentioned Jeff Jackson. The construction of this team didn't work. We've harped on it, but saying that, a little bit of a disclaimer. Like, when he made those signings, I was like, "That's impressive." But I think at the time, I still thought, because Holloway and Broberg were, they were the offer sheets didn't come in till much later. So I thought, okay, they squeezed these two guys, they get them signed, and then go from there. But
they're regretting the Holloway one. I'll tell you that much.
I never would have thought, I thought it would be reverse for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they're regretting Broberg too, to an extent, I think too, but I didn't think with 18 games left in the regular season, when Holloway did and go to St. Louis, that you would be going, man, sure could use Holloway, right? I didn't think that at all.
And he's cheaper than Arvidsson. He's cheaper than Jeff Skinner.
Way, yeah. Oh my God, that's
tough.
I mean, I don't know what happened there. It was a bad decision, but we all thought it was a good one. That's the thing. But it's unfortunate that, I don't know, a lot of people, and I see it now, they're wishing Ken Holland was back. Right?
How the tables have turned.
Wow.
The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m. Up next, we'll continue the Oilers breakdown, highlights, lowlights as well. I mean, you guys saw the game. It's going to be ugly again. And we'll have some fun, though, with Tony Gozzola's coffee.
I thought you meant tonight's game. Okay, it's yesterday's game.
We're back after the break. Here's Koob with your sports update.
The Oilers long for a win against the Islanders, with Edmonton dropping a 3-2 decision to New Jersey last night. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas have the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show to tee up the action at 4:30 right here on EST. You can also join the boys live on location at Boston Pizza Westgate. In Vegas, Adin Hill has signed a 6-year extension with an average salary of over $6 million in 39 games this season. Hill has a 21-11-4 record, holding a .906 save percentage. Elsewhere, Utah visits Seattle. The Stars and Jets go head-to-head, while Calgary hosts the Avs. Flames captain Michael Backlund is week-to-week with an upper body injury. He sustained that one Wednesday against the Canucks. And down south, the Chiefs bring back Kareem Hunt on a 1-year deal. He led the Chiefs in rushing yards last season, recording 7 touchdowns to boot. 10 games in the NBA. Toronto hits the court in Utah. The Celtics battle the Heat, and the Mavs play the Rockets. On the links, it's Min Woo Lee and Akshay Bhatia sharing top spot at 6 under. Canadian Taylor Pendrith is tied at 16th, 2 under par. I'm Zach The Koob Kubusch. That was your sports update. EST Afternoons returns on the other side of the break.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Take your career to the next level with Nate's Construction Leadership and Supervision Program, a perfect tool for professionals looking to advance their role or an organization needing to develop leaders. Learn more about safety supervision, scheduling, cost control, and most importantly, how to lead a team. For more information and to register, visit nate.ca/CLSP to take your career to another level.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
1:25. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Joaquin, Gage, Hernan, Salas, Zach The Koob Kubusch in the house. Wanted to feel good today, so I'm wearing my Mercedes hoodie. What do you think, Gage? Pretty sharp, eh?
Sharp. It's a sharp hoodie. It's really good. But you're in a rough spot right now, buddy.
Why?
Well, you're all stressed out. Your fantasy teams. You've taken this to a whole. I thought this was going to be fun. I didn't know I was going to cause you so much anguish.
And I'm
this.
a little hungry.
You're hungry. Your nicotine levels are low.
Need some wine.
Your alcohol. You're sober. The Oilers aren't playing well. It's just. It's a lot. I understand.
Penner's Pancake says, most fans wanted Arvidsson over Fogle. Very true. Broberg not matched at 4.6 and Holloway matched no matter what. McLeod for Savoy still might turn out well. Yeah. I mean, McLeod was soft, boys. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Okay? People couldn't wait to get rid of him. Fogle, yeah. I mean, I preferred Arvidsson over Fogle. It's not working out the way we thought it would. I mean,
yeah.
Holloway would be better than Arvidsson, Skinner, put Coles in right now. Well, he'd be better than most of the guys on the team.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You agree?
For sure. I agree.
You're not even listening.
I agree.
It's Friday. Everybody's tuned out. Yeah.
Can we cheer up Hernan? Jesus.
You want to cheer me up? Slam that thumbs up.
There we
37. Hernan, quick association to calm down. Steph Curry becomes first NBA player to reach 4,000 3-pointers. It's crazy.
That's impressive.
Yeah. It's his birthday today, too.
Is it? How old is he?
He is 37, I think.
Go.
I didn't realize he was that old, honestly. Like, I thought he was just like pushing like 32, maybe 33, but 37.
I like how you say that's old.
I know.
Well, for somebody in sports, though, right? Like, everyone's like, oh, man,
Okay.
like Perry's
Yeah,
ancient, right?
I
Yeah.
I was just...
I know. Aaron Rodgers is basically, well, he's washed up anyway, but.
Mike Crosby says, that's a sharp hoodie, Hernan. I like it. Thank you. That's my team. Kimmy Moore.
He looks quick.
Not first two practices, not his best.
I just when you see this is why you watch the practice though, because you see him in traffic and see not everyone's going, but
yeah.
he rips through there.
Yeah,
doesn't slow down.
It's so impressive, these guys. We were just watching practice from last night again, and it's just amazing, man. There's one turn there that looks terrifying as well. And these guys just go through it like nobody's problem, man.
It's awesome.
Curtim03 says Skinner Robertson, $7 million wasted down the drain, which is equivalent to Holloway and Fogle current salaries. Not you're right, Curtim. You're 100% right. But remember, Fogle was making too much. We're not paying Fogle this much. There's no way.
Yeah, but it was 20 goals.
I know, but we didn't at the time. It's kind of like, let's move on. Let's see.
I know.
Because Arvidsson and Skinner were sexy. They were.
Yes,
Holloway hurts. And I think everybody said not matching both those guys is going to hurt. I didn't think it hurt this much.
Yeah, well, you know what? When they did say they're not, I was more disappointed with Broberg. I thought that they could replace. I thought for sure they would be able to replace Holloway, but they didn't.
No,
and it was a bigger piece of the puzzle than I thought back then. Because you watch him play now, and it's exactly what you're looking for. And maybe Frederick. Sorry, I keep thinking he's French.
Oh, we can start it. Call him Frederick. He's the savior. When will he return?
That's not. You can't say that.
Well, a lot of people think he is.
Max
Jones will be in the minors soon because he played 4 minutes last night, Joaquin. 4 minutes.
I know. That's, the penalty, right?
And that's the thing with Knobloch. He calls out the fourth line for one of the goals. But in the first period, I was sitting there with Tom and I was counting. The Oilers had 8 turnovers.
And who did them?
McDavid, Draisaitl, Nurse.
Yeah.
I think Nuge. It was all their top guys.
And it's so hard for that. That leads to dissension in the team. And granted, you get those guys have a little bit more leeway because they have the puck more and they're creative and they try things, right? But at what point does the coach say you can't keep making that play, and hold guys accountable?
Well, he doesn't.
No,
that's just it. And listen, I understand they're offensive players and they're going to have more turnovers than normal, right? Because they're always trying to make a play. But the Connor McDavid had 2 at the blue line.
I know.
And I get you're the greatest player in the world, and I'm the last guy to be telling you how to play hockey. But when you're struggling, simplify it.
Is he the greatest player in the world?
Well, overall, yeah. Maybe not this year, but it's Leon Draisaitl.
What have you done for me lately? Like Draisaitl's. Who are the best players on the planet right now?
Makar.
Did you see that play Makar made last night?
No, I can't watch him. He pisses me.
Dude,
because he's so damn good.
He back-checked, and I think it was last. Who did the Avs play last night?
No, I don't think they played last night.
Was it the night before?
Yeah.
So it was against Calgary, right? Yeah. He back-checked, got back on a 2-on-1, slid, blocked the shot, picked up the puck, jumped in the play, beat everyone else up ice, made it a 2-on-1, passed it over for a one-timer to a guy, and they scored.
Wow. He's amazing. MH bringing the positivity. Let's not forget this team was first place in the NHL for 2 months. Let's not panic yet. Yeah, I like it, MH.
Yeah, good one.
What if, this is from Grumpy Cat, they swap 97 and 29? Give McDavid the rotating wingers. Does that do anything? I don't know. For me, it's kind of the same thing. Cole Harbor Joe, I didn't realize how tuned out I was mentally till I snapped out of it when Hernan pointed it out. The Oilers trading with the Bruins at the deadline and not getting Carlo is like walking into a butcher shop and grabbing some jerky after walking by a tenderloin. Ooh, it's tough.
Yikes.
Carlo would have been good. All right, let's get to highlight. We're just going to look at the second and third goals, and let's just look at the battle in front of the net. The third one, maybe, Gage, I want your thoughts on Skinner, because it goes to his right? It's not, and yes, bunch of bodies in front, but here's the New Jersey second goal. Let's take a look. Roll it, Koob. Behind the net, everybody's good there. Nice little rotation, yeah.
It's a good switch, and he gets to the middle.
But again, like two guys in there just not pushing the guys out. Max Jones is one. He's right in front of the net.
Yeah, I don't like how easily the middle of the ice is gained here too, right? Like, it's a good switch, but you got to get on your horse and go at a better angle. So he can't, like, it's reaching there, and you got three guys up top.
Yeah.
Get in front of the play. Make him not have a clear lane. Like, get in front of the puck. Everyone's just kind of open with their sticks. That's what I saw when I saw that first goal, is what I didn't like, how easily the middle of the ice was gained and how you had three guys trying as hard as they could not to get in the way of that puck.
And I think that goal started with a Max Jones turnover at the other side. So not a good look for the fourth line. Let's roll the third goal here, the winner by Simon Nemec in his first game in a while. And
this is what we worried about. I love this play.
Give and goal.
So if you watch Skinner from the beginning of this, like, he's looking over, he's finding it, and actually he did an okay job of trying to find the puck, but this little bump back really quick, because he's looking over there, he sees it, but then he's got to try to find the puck through people. And I guarantee he didn't see the shot. All he heard was the slap of the stick on the puck. And so automatically he just goes down and hopes for the best. But what happens? What happens when you go to the net? Yeah. You take another guy to the front of the net. Good puck movement. You get the shot. It goes in the net. I mean, it doesn't always have to be a one-timer to Leon.
Like, I'm looking at your guy Kulak there, and I love Kulak. Well, he's with, I think it's with Nico Hischier.
Watch it.
He's so soft in front of the net.
It's a little soft.
There's nothing there to move the guy. You're just standing there with the guy. Like, push him out of the way. It's Nico Hischier. Not Milan Lucic. Pat Maroon. I would understand it. Tom Wilson. Just not good enough in the front of the net. Like, they don't even go to the net offensively. Defensively, they don't win any battles in front of the net, Joaquin.
Oh, no.
They don't.
No.
That's what's frustrating with this team. And that's, you can blame Knobloch, sure, for a lot of things, but I'm not blaming him for that. That's a will to do it.
Yeah.
Nico Hischier's going to be in front of my net. I'm going to move him.
Yeah.
I'm going to do everything in my power to do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tough.
That put me in a bad mood.
You've been in a bad mood all day. You didn't even eat the fries I brought.
It's too early.
Oh, stop it.
I can't have fries at 10 a.m., man.
Really?
Yeah.
You've had fries at 10 a.m. before.
Probably not, man.
Yes, you have. Mm-mm. You've gone to McDonald's.
Not at 10 a.m.
On your walk of shame at some point in your life. Stopped by the McDonald's and picked up a Happy Meal.
A Happy
Because you're always miserable. And, and got fries. Small fries, but they were fries.
Joaquin, I want to ask you this. And we got this yesterday. Easy E sends it in. He says, soft coach, soft team. I've always looked, I remember I used this a lot when I was breaking down soccer, where you're kind of a reflection of your leader. Their leader is Chris Knobloch.
Yep.
Is there anything to that in your eyes as a former pro player?
Look, we only see we're not privy to what happens in the room, right? In the Prime series, there were a lot more F-bombs thrown, and there was a lot more emotion from Nobla that you saw.
Yeah.
But you don't. Who knows what happens after the game? He could be going in there and yelling and screaming, right? So
you also don't want, like, I look at Jason Moss, his first years with the Elks, he was a complete psycho.
yeah, he's a psychopath.
Right?
But then he's now all reserved,
But
right?
that didn't help his team either because they were so undisciplined,
Yeah,
right? Because they're like, well, our coach acts like this. Why can't we? Right? So
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not too
Like for
it worked last year with Knobloch.
But I think it helped last year to have that calming presence, you know. And I think Nobla he seems quite calm, even on the bench. Like he only showed one like kind of expletive on a goal on an offside or something with the ref, or like that was the first time you saw him kind of get agitated. And I that does bleed into your bench when your coach is all fired up and yelling at the ref. Like it's hard not to get like tied up with all the emotion of it. So I think it helps to a point. And again, I'm sure there are very harsh discussions with guys in the dressing room. So I don't put much stock into that.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of like
Yelling and screaming only lasts for a couple minutes anyway, and then it doesn't do anything.
Because it was the other way, we'd be blaming it. Oh, he's too hard, and all that. I don't really buy into that either. No. Are they soft teams? Yeah, they are, but
they're playing soft right now.
They weren't soft last year.
I wouldn't say they're a soft, but they're not a soft team, but they're playing soft right now.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Portions of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. This St. Patrick's Day, the Canadian Brewhouse is giving you your shot at winning a trip for two to Ireland, plus enjoy Guinness and green beer specials. So drink up, enter to win, and let the luck of the Irish do its thing. Coming up next, Stefan Rosner from the Hockey News will join us. He'll break down the New York Islanders with us here on EST Afternoons. Keep it locked. Keep slamming that thumbs up. We truly appreciate it. And keep sending messages to the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. Islanders talk up next here on EST Afternoons. Here's Koob. Sports update time.
Losing the first of a back-to-back 3-2 in New Jersey last night, Edmonton hits the ice in Long Island to take on the Islanders. EST gets you set for the game as Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas go live on location from Boston Pizza Westgate for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. Tune in for that one at 4:30. Aiden Hill has signed a 6-year, $37.5 million extension with the Golden Knights. The 28-year-old Stanley Cup champion and Comox native has a .906 save percentage in 39 games this season. We also see the Red Wings meeting the Hurricanes, Ducks challenging the Preds, while the Avs and Flames drop the puck. Calgary's Michael Backlund is out week to week. He suffered an upper body injury Wednesday against Vancouver, and the Chiefs have extended 29-year-old running back Kareem Hunt to a one-year deal worth $2.5 million. He recorded 7 touchdowns last season and led the Chiefs in rushing yards with over 700 on the ground. On the court, the Raps battle the Jazz, the Lakers, and Nuggets tip off before Sacramento plays Phoenix, having 10 games around the association. And Min Woo Lee and Akshay Bhatia lead at the Players' Championship. They're 6 under through 18 holes at the end of their second round. Canadian Taylor Pendrith is tied 16th. He's the top Canadian at 2 under. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc, they're the experts you need to know. More Oilers talk on the other side of the break. I'm Zach The Koob Kubusch for your sports update
The EST Hangout.
Speaking of weather today, while I was shoveling my snow and my back was hurting and it was minus 20, and I thought of one man came on this program and talked about how the winter was over. It wasn't going to be minus 20 anymore. It might snow, but it'll be melting immediately. Matthew Owane.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you? Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the internationally recognized tribute, the Alan Jackson Experience, April 18th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Hungry and need it now? The Canadian Brewhouse Express Lunch, served in under 15 minutes or it's free, Monday to Friday till 2 p.m. Roasted turkey club and soup, Alberta Wagyu ravioli, and more. Fast, fresh, and no excuses. Get to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
1:43. Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. It is game day for the Edmonton Oilers as they're in New York to take on the Islanders, coming off another 3-2 loss, this time to the New Jersey Devils. And the topic is the coach and going nuclear far too often and really getting no production from any other forward outside of 97 and 29. They're in tough. They rarely win on the island, and probably a game they should win, but we've been saying that for a few weeks now since Four Nations ended. And we're going to head to New York to talk Islanders with Stefan Rosner from the Hockey News. Stefan, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Thanks so much, guys, for having me. Really do appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So, Stefan, you're getting a team here that's a little fragile right now in the Edmonton Oilers. Can't seem to figure it out here. Just talk to us since the Four Nations break has been over, how the Islanders look. I know they're on a 2-game losing streak, but before that they had 1-2 as well. But what do you make of this Islanders team who sit 5 points out of the last wildcard spot since the Four Nations break was over?
Yeah, it hasn't been great. Like you guys said, with Edmonton struggling to figure things out. So the New York Islanders is a team that so many injuries that they've been able to somewhat overcome. The fact they're only 5 points out with all the injuries they've had is kind of crazy, but their power play struggled consistently since the Four Nations all year long. At times, the penalty kill hasn't been good, and now we're seeing an Islanders team without Brock Nelson. They did win in San Jose, but these last 2 games, they've scored just 1 goal in each. So the Islanders right now are trying to figure out how they move on from Brock Nelson, and so far it's been tough.
There was talks with our Pierre Lebrun from TSN and Insiders talking about Kyle Palmieri, and although he didn't get dealt at the deadline, they're looking at a possible extension with him. What does the process of that look like, and for how many years for this veteran forward?
Yeah, so Kyle Palmieri it's sounding like a 2 to 3 year deal, somewhere under his $5 million current AAV, which would obviously be a team-friendly deal with the contract going up. Palmieri was born on Long Island, grew up in Jersey, but he loves being here. He's a pro's pro, and I think the Islanders' mindset is it was clear they didn't want to trade Brock Nelson. And when he wasn't willing to re-sign at the price or the term, whatever it was, Lamoriello said, you know what, I have to trade you and get assets back. But I think it's safe to say that with Kyle Palmieri, Lou believes that he can get him back on a team-friendly deal. And this is a guy that probably since Patrick Waz walked through the door has been the most consistent player under him. I mean, this year he's got 20 goals and 21 assists. in 64 games. He had a great season last year. And I think for the Islanders, if Palmieri is willing to take a team-friendly deal to stay here, it's very hard to replace 2 30-goal scorers in the summer, let alone one without Brock. So I think it's safe to keep Kyle if they can in a team-friendly deal. But it sounds like, extensions are getting really close. It's a Lou Lamoriello run team, though. So it's possible they sign the extension this week, and we don't find out about it until day one of training camp next year.
Hey, it sounds like no movement clauses here for the Oilers. We just figured that out this month. So, Stefen, back to Brock Nelson. How did it affect the team? I mean, a guy that's been there for so long, a veteran guy. I know in his last home game, he got a little emotional after the game there in his post-game interview. Has it had an effect on the team?
Yeah, it's huge. And I think we all knew that was going to happen. It's one thing to lose the player. I mean, no one's going to replicate his production as the number 2 center on this team for the last 6+ years of being that dynamic guy. But also, he's meant so much to this group. And I think you talked to Kyle Palmieri, who said he was really, really close with him. They were teammates, but also line mates, and they traveled together and were sitting next to each other on the plane, things like that. And when you start to lose a leader as well, he did wear an A. He's worn an A for the last couple of seasons. That's tough. And this is an Islanders team where you're seeing this shift from this group to trying to get better and retool on the fly. You saw it with the Nelson trade, but you've seen it over the last couple of years. Josh Bailey getting traded, Cloud Clutterbuck not coming back. So veteran staples from this team leaving isn't some brand new thing for a bunch of these Islanders, but a guy like Brock, who was legitimately their best player for the last handful of years, you're losing a great guy on the ice, but also a tremendous guy off the ice, and I don't think anyone can come in here and kind of replace that.
Stefen, what would you say has been the Achilles heel of this Islanders team for the better part of the season? I look kind of to the specialty teams, right, almost dead last in both categories. Is that kind of where this team has faltered? And what kind of percentage do you look at if they can leapfrog a bunch of teams ahead of them and maybe come close to that final wildcard spot?
Yeah, you nailed it. It's been special teams. The PK after the first half got a lot better. They kind of bounced back, but this is a power play that's been at 12 point. They're around 12% the entire year, under 10% on the road. So if they want to win these games, I mean, you look at the last game against LA, they lost 4-1. They had 2 disallowed power play goals, but they went, in theory, 0 for 8 on the power play, and they lose the game. So, in these games, and I spoke to Tony DeAngelo about this, and he said, if we want to make the playoffs, we're going to have to win the special teams battles. We're going to have to find a way. I just think the problem is they move the puck well. They move the puck better on the power play, but they're not shooting enough. And then when they do shoot enough, they get goal interference calls. So they just haven't found a way to find consistency on the power play. And that's even more important now with no Brock. With no Brock Nelson, your 5-on-5 scoring is down. We're seeing it. It's very hard. Pageau is playing the second line center role, and as much as when he was with Ottawa, he was a goal scorer or a point producer, a little more there, being a top 6 guy. And now when he came to the Islanders, he's more bottom 6, but now he's being thrusted into that role. He's not Brock. So I think even more importantly, to find the power play, get some success, because they have to make up for the lack of 5-on-5 scoring that they're going to get. And percentage-wise, I mean, if you go score one, I guess percentage-wise it doesn't matter too much, but if you're down a goal late in the game and you're 0 for 4 in the power play, you got to find a way to come through. I mean, this is an Islanders team last year that almost set an NHL record with overtime losses, and we haven't seen them get to overtime in quite some time. They're losing a lot of these games in regulation, so points are at a premium run now. You have to find a way to get them, and I think just the power play, finding a way to get one, or if anything, just have a perfect peak at it and score in 5-on-5. They just continue to lose the special teams battles, and for a team that has to make up so much ground, that's the problem.
Stefen, I don't know if you know, but the Oilers' PK is not very good either. So, there's potential there for a power play goal tonight. Stefan Rosner from the Hockey News joining us here on EST Afternoons. Stefen, I got to ask, Patrick Roy is such a polarizing figure. I mean, a great goaltender, feisty. How is it to deal with Mr. Raw on a regular basis there on the island?
It's awesome, man. For someone who didn't get to see him play, you just hear the stories. And I think we're expecting more fire. We definitely had that last year. I think he's toned it down a little bit. I don't know if that's from Lou telling him to tone it down a little, but he's one of those guys like Barry Trotz and there's a lot of coaches like this, where you ask a simple question, he's going to give you a long answer. He's going to give you stats to back it up. He's going to be honest as well. I mean, there's been a couple of times this year where he lets it known how he feels about a play or a certain player that made that play. I mean, he doesn't really hold back. I mean, you appreciate that honesty. And I think for Wah, obviously this is his second time being a head coach in the NHL. He definitely learned from his mistakes with Colorado. But it's been a joy because you're standing and talking to a legend. Whether you think about that in the moment or you get home and you're writing your story, like I just got to speak to Patrick Wah. So getting to do that on a daily basis has been awesome. It's also interesting because he's the only goalie that's a head coach. So it's really unique and cool to deal with him. He hasn't had that fire and passion towards any of the media members yet, so no one got yelled at yet. But Maybe one day. Not today, but one day.
Stefen, thank you so much for taking the time on game day. Enjoy the game tonight. I honestly don't know what to expect from this Oilers team, but it should be a fun one. Thank you for the time, and I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a great one.
That's Stefan Rosner from the Hockey News. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Becoming slowly one of my favorite guests.
Yeah.
The second time we've had him on. Penner's Pancake said he looks like Iwanek.
I like
a younger Iwanek.
I like the fact that he just, he realizes that he gets to talk to Patrick Waugh every day. Can you imagine Dusty if he got to talk to Patrick Waugh every day?
Unbelievable. Speaking of Dusty, join Dustin Nielsen, Trey, and Tyrell Ford and other special guests on Tuesday, April 8th at the Bell in Scona for Edmonton Sports Talk Bids for Kids presented by GS Construction, a live on-location show featuring a delicious appetizer buffet, silent auction, 50/50, and more. Tickets are limited. Find them today at www.kitsportbidsforkids.com. Listen, this is the lineup for the Islanders according to Daily Faceoff. Duclair with Horvat and Palmieri. That's okay. Anders Lee with Peugeot and Holmstrom. Sure. Solid, right, Gager?
Mm-hmm.
Third line, Hudson Fasching, Casey Sisikas, and Maxim Siplikov. And the fourth line is Pierre Engvall, Kyle McLean, Mark Gatcombe. Defensively, Romanov with D'Angelo, Dobson with Pellich, Mayfield with Pollock. I mean, I'm going to look at the forward group here, Gager. I mean, on paper, the Oilers should have the advantage.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking at the paper.
No, I know, but I look at the bottom six here, and I'm like, come on.
I did catch a post game interview with Patrick Waugh, talking about, I believe it was Pierre Engvall. You could see the displeasure in his eyes about this play, and he was very calculated in what he said, and I don't think the Islanders had a particularly good game that evening. And he rode the line. But again, this is a team that's lost two, probably a little bit more hungry, right? I talked about this last night. Do these games mean enough to the Edmonton Oilers? Like,
well, should.
But now you're playing against a team that looks at the standings, has lost the last two. The playoffs are still in view, right? You're going to get the best effort from these guys.
I think the Islanders are going to be the hungrier team tonight, because they're fighting to get into the playoffs, where the Oilers are kind of coasting right now.
Yeah. So, and it's not enough. Like, I always thought, just the way that the Oilers are playing now, it would be enough to match the work ethic and the intensity of the other team, and they should be able to beat them. But I can't say, from what I've seen over the last, 15 games, that if the Oilers don't have a higher level of intensity and execution, they will lose to this very humble New York Islanders team.
I'm with you, brother. I am with you. This team they've lost two straight. They've been outscored 8-2 in their last game. And the Oilers better match it. And it's sad that we're saying the Oilers better match the Islanders.
Oh, my God.
It should be the other way around.
Like this, I hate to really say it because, people listen to me and they know what I'm talking about. But this is a game where I could really see the Oilers, and I'm sorry, Dustin Nielsen, I know you hate this phrase, but I see them getting goalied tonight.
Oh, they could.
Because if you allow Ilya Sorokin, and he's likely to play tonight, according to Daily Faceoff, to see every puck and not have to worry about second chance opportunities and no traffic, they're not going to get the puck past him. He's an elite goalie in the NHL. You have to take the eyes away. You have to make the night just as difficult for him as you do like their D and their forward playing hard against them.
I agree. Like if they have no interest in going to the net today, they're going to lose.
Yeah.
We got to see a complete 180 or 360, whatever you want to call it.
It's not a 360. It'd be a 180, buddy.
A 180.
360, you'd go right back to the crap that they're doing.
It's been a long week. A complete 180.
Yeah. 360 doesn't really change much.
Complete 180.
Yeah.
And
Shoot,
this game.
I could go with a 90.
I'd take anything right now.
45 would be
Well,
good.
it's so sad that Dusty made a cool bet parlay on guys not to score, and he picked like 5 guys in the bottom.
Plus 300 at Cool Bet right now.
Holy smokes. Just because of that parlay, they're going to win tonight, and all these guys are going to chip in. Watch it. Watch it happen, man. Oh, boy. Man, I don't even know what to say, man. All right. The fun will continue here on EST Afternoons. Coming up next, it's another edition of Zach to the Future. I'm excited. We've prepared some questions, some clips. We want you to tune in as well. 2 hours at Gimme Virtual Golf, also coming up at 2:20. You're going to have to be texting in to the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. That's all coming up in hour 2. Keep the messages coming to the inbox and, of course, to the Nasty Chat. And slam that thumbs up. Only 34 away from hitting 100. Let's hit it for 5 days straight here. That'd be awesome. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoons.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
A gentleman who hired me for my very first full-time job in broadcasting, Greg Buchanan, is checking in.
There's a lot of memories I have of Reed. Even the first day I interviewed him, came across like a smart cookie. Not exactly the prettiest one, the best of the dozen. One thing I'd say to Reed, whenever somebody tells you, hey, I need you to do this, just say yes.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the internationally recognized tribute, the Alan Jackson Experience, April 18th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
On a 2-game slide, the Oilers take on the Islanders with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, bringing you the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show on location at Boston Pizza Westgate. Swing by BP's for the show or tune in at 4:30 only on EST. And Flames captain Michael Backlund is week to week. He sustained an upper body injury in Wednesday's loss to the Canucks, and the Flames battle the Avs tonight while the Stars and Jets duke it out before the Kraken drop the puck against the Hockey Club on a 6-game NHL slate. Aiden Hill is staying in Vegas. A 28-year-old Comox native signs a 6-year extension worth a total of $37.5 million, and according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, former first-rounder Jerry Tillery is signing a 1-year deal with the Chiefs. Kareem Hunt also signs with Kansas for next year at $2.5 million. He had 7 touchdowns and led the Chiefs in rushing yards last season. Basketball sees 10 games. Toronto is on the road in Utah. Memphis and Cleveland tip off as the Clippers meet the Hawks. And Jay's right-hand reliever Eric Swanson had some elbow discomfort last week. He underwent an MRI showing no structural damage to his arm. Swanson will spend a few days recovering. And the Jays battle the Astros tonight. I'm Zach The Koob Kubusch. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoons starts right now.
Hey, it's 2:01. What's going on? I'm so relaxed with this song.
Oh my gosh. Hernan after dark.
And a nice bubbly.
Oh my God.
I have a headache now. I'm feeling a little hot. I'm just a mess today. Holy smokes. See what the Oilers do to me? Welcome back to EST Afternoons. Edmonton Sports Talk, William Huff Studios. Hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999, or on the Nasty Chat. Slam that thumbs up. If you're looking for that Edmonton Sports Talk parlay, so it's Arvidsson, Podkolzin, Henrique, Connor Brown, and Kapanen, all not to record a point, plus 300. Oh, man, that makes me laugh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
You know, it's one of those things that it's kind of brilliant to do that, because the Oilers could still win and you could win, because that's probably it's going to happen.
It's
anyway.
a win-win.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
if you lose, there's a good chance the Oilers win. So yeah, it's one of those feel-good bets, right?
Sure.
Oh
man, that's too funny, man. That's too funny. Oh boy. All right. Are we ready for Zach to the future? We are not.
Just as I predicted.
I didn't know you were giving me the cue.
Time traveling is just too dangerous. 1.21 gigawatts. Great Scott.
All right. So far, we've done 4, I think, or 3, but Koob has passed every single time. I think today's is going to be a little bit tougher. He's got one lifeline. He can go to the Nasty Chat or the River Cree inbox for help. He can, well, there's no multiple choice, so that one's out the window. Or he can go to Reed Wilkins or Dustin Nielsen. They're the only ones left in the office.
Oh, nice.
All right. Koob, are you ready?
You always ask me that, and I always am. Well, not really, but I'll do it anyways. All
right, Gager, kick us off.
Okay, Zach. Question 1. In what city was the show of Full House based in?
Oh my gosh. It's a very well-known show. They made Fuller House, where they're a little bit older, like 20 years later. They did the rerun a little bit of that one, right? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of known shows, right? Fresh Prince, you guys played that? West Philadelphia, born and raised. He's brought out. He's in Bel Air, of course, right? I'm just killing time at this.
No doubt.
That 70s show. Hello, Wisconsin. But
do you remember you want me to
Full
repeat
House?
the question?
Yes, please. One more time. Could you
In
say
what
it in a
city
sentence? Yeah.
was the show Full House based in?
Full.
You got 10 seconds.
That's such like a. Well, I don't know. I was in Seattle. Let me just throw one out there. I don't know. It was set. Oh. No. New York.
Final answer?
Yes.
Oop, that
No,
didn't
Your
work.
board isn't
board isn't
anymore,
connected,
but it was
but
like,
Oh, hold on. It was just connected.
It was
though.
just connected.
Yeah. Why didn't that work, Koob?
you're asking the wrong guy there, pal.
Let me.
Hit it
I
again.
know these buttons behind here. I don't know that thing.
Hold on. Let me restart
Thing's
this
too
sucker.
new for me. Well, what city was it? It wasn't New York?
You'll find out. You got to hear the selection here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a sound bit.
Once-
Was it in the theme? Like, is it one of those where it says
Well, it's in
Hi,
the
we're
in the
here
intro.
in
It's pretty
Springfield?
right? It's in the intro. They show
Is
it.
it?
Yeah. You can you know right away.
There we go.
it
Yeah,
is,
yeah. Hit me with it again. Why don't you?
Wrong.
The city that we were looking for is San Francisco. San Francisco.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No,
Disappointed.
I'm seeing it now because in the visual element of the intro, they actually they
Show the bridge.
Golden
Yeah.
Gate Bridge. The
Well,
bridge.
those row houses by that park.
Yeah.
There's a dead
Very
giveaway.
colorful. They also got the windy road there in San
All right,
Francisco.
so
Nice city.
X. Question number 2. What NHL team in the 90s had the grind line?
Wow. Okay, you guys are starting to get a little specific here. Like you guys aren't playing today. The grind.
Do you know the grind
line?
Well, yeah.
No, I don't think I've heard that term. I know the Broad Street Bullies back in like 70s or something
70s,
like that
yes.
for the Flyers. There's a few great lines. I don't know. Oh, the grind line. I need to think, like, what team in the 90s was very grindy? I mean, it was kind of that, it was a dead puck almost sort of era, right? It's
Let's see if any of our nasties know.
Oh boy, let's say,
I don't think anyone knows.
Let's say the Islanders.
The Islanders.
Question.
Final answer?
Yes. Final answer, final.
It was the Detroit Red Wings. It was Joey Koser, Chris Draper, and your buddy, Kurt Maltby.
Well, I've heard of two players.
Maltz is great.
All right. He's off to a slow start. 0-2.
Yikes.
Okay.
Eesh.
Zachary, what rock star brought his Serious Moonlight tour to Commonwealth Stadium in the summer of 1983?
Serious Moonlight. So that's got to be the name of probably an album. Serious Moonlight. Well, I don't know.
Remember, you got Reed and Dusty.
Oh, boy.
If you want to use it so early.
I don't know. I mean, Moonlight, one of the songs, You Howl at the Moon. I don't know. Let's say Ozzy Osbourne because he barked at the moon.
That is wrong.
Dang it.
We are looking for David Bowie.
David Bowie. Okay. I'm not a big Bowie guy. Not a big Bowie guy.
That was tough.
Never really
no Ziggy
liked
Stardust.
A lot of his,
no.
Zedmo.
You would make a good
This isn't
Ziggy
live,
Stardust,
right?
Yeah.
This isn't live? Yeah.
0-3.
Wow.
Oh, boy. This is the worst start I've had.
All right. Question 4. Macaulay Culkin was paid $1 million, the first child star ever to do so, for what film in the 90s?
Home Alone.
Final answer?
Yes.
What? My Girl.
My Girl.
Okay. I should have. I thought.
No, I mean, I would have said Home Alone too.
Home Alone though?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I was like, am I going crazy? I will be. I'll be like Hernan after post game yesterday. The show today.
Next question.
Oh my gosh.
This is tough.
Okay, but you better get this one. Former Edmonton Oilers goalie and most untapped potential, Joaquin Gage, picked up his first NHL win against what team?
See, I don't know who would know this more, Dusty or Reed. I'm going to go ask Dusty. I'm going to go ask the CEO of Edmonton.
He's going to use it early.
Wow.
Yeah. Go.
I don't know.
I don't even think Dusty knows.
Dusty?
Good afternoon. What am I doing?
The question was, what Joaquin Gage?
Get this. I'm going to feel awful.
Joaquin Gage, a great Oilers backup goalie that was never played, not enough. Anyways, I talked to Craig McTavish about this later. Picked up his first NHL win against what team?
I know you've told me this before at two guys. I should definitely know this. You only got like 6 of them. I should know this.
Yeah, it should be easy. There weren't that many.
I'm going to say it wasn't the Canucks. I know that. I'm stuck between two teams. Hernan, do you know this?
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
I for some reason deep down inside, I think it's the Minnesota Wild. So,
Zach, are you going to use Dusty as a lifeline? Final answer?
Winnipeg Jets?
It was the Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
Sorry, Zach, I would have never done
Oh, boy.
It's all right.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you guys told me to study things that everybody looked at.
Everybody does look at this, Zach. I get told about it constantly online.
We talked about this on the show.
Yeah, we had the clip.
Yeah.
When? Was I here?
Well, maybe you weren't.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you were here. That was a long time ago.
Okay.
No.
Reed knew it.
Oh my God.
I know he's a hockey nerd too.
Yeah.
I thought the guy who knew him for so long would know him.
All right. The movie clip for you this week was selected by Dustin Nielsen.
Oh, that makes it. Oh.
And now you don't have a lifeline. Oh, should we give him another
He can go to
lifeline?
Reed.
Okay.
He can go to Reed.
Here is your movie clip for today.
this damn bike. I hate this bike. I hate this friggin' bike. This stupid bike. Dude, I hate it.
You know it, Gage?
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know, but I saw the answer. I don't know if I would have got it.
Oh, okay.
If I didn't know the answer. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna be honest with you, boys. I have no clue. I'm not even like.
You can ask Reed.
I'm kind of thinking
this would be
Goonies.
really
It's one of
tough
those-
for even Reed, I think.
It's one of those like coming of age.
It's
kinda-
not though. Just the music alone gives it away.
The music.
Could I hear it again?
Yeah, of course.
Please and
Can you
thank you.
turn it up for me, please, Coop?
I got you.
Here we go.
Okay.
Run it back.
Damn bike. I hate this bike. I hate this friggin' bike. This stupid bike. Dude, I hate it.
I
Good
don't know
idea.
if
That
I
could be
would
a
have
good
got it, man. I don't know.
I don't
You
know
can
who the
ask Reed.
composer
Ask
is
Reed.
either.
Ask Reed.
All right,
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't. I don't think I would have got it.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even the voice?
But you watch the show a lot, so it's the
Yeah.
same soundtrack,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I haven't watched. I mean, I think my son and I watched the first few seasons.
Wait, you don't know Cobra Kai?
Shh. He'll get
Well, he's
it.
not listening. He's not even here right now.
Yeah, the.
Any day now.
Coop's like negotiating
I know.
right now.
Just pick Reed.
Pick Reed. What are you doing? Oh my gosh. He is cheating.
What is he doing?
What is he doing? You disappeared from the waist down there. I didn't know where you were. He's wearing camo
Well,
pants.
he was being my sensei out there, teaching me to wax on and wax off. It's a Karate Kid.
Wow.
Who told you?
Riedrich. Jeez, I haven't watched that movie in ages.
There's a new one coming out too.
I thought that was easy, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking E.T. Yeah, I see it in the nasty.
Next
chat there,
time,
Zedmo.
yeah, don't put the answers in there unless I'm reading them.
Well, you don't want the answer?
Well, then I could. Well, on that one,
so
I would have liked the chance to see if I could have.
So Gager was stumped too.
I don't know if I would have. I know the scene like right away. It's kind of it's obvious when I see it. But anyway,
Zedmo says E.T.
That was going to be my guess. I can't lie. Oh boy.
Oh,
this was a favorite song that I used to groove to back in the day, and I believe was talked about.
And we talked about it either yesterday or the day before.
So
that's why I picked it.
Yeah.
Zach, name that tune.
Desert you.
Well, this is what on the internet it's called a Rick roll, right?
Yes.
Rick Astley.
Oh,
never gonna give you up.
Wow.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
That's a popular song. Even in my age group, like that's kind of like picking some Smash Mouth or something like that.
I thought we were
it's on the same
gonna
wavelength.
stump you. What a tune, though. Eh?
Yeah. What was most jarring is back then videos you didn't have them all the time because the look did not match the voice.
No. Damn it.
So what are we at? What are we at with Koob here? How
He's
many?
got 2 correct.
2 correct. Okay.
So
Well,
he's not gonna for the first time. He's not gonna pass, but
Yeah.
we'll see how he does in this.
Don't
one.
I get an extra point for guessing the artist though?
Sure.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that?
but
Wasn't
the
that
Hernan did a
We'll give him
terrible job of he had the name of the song in the clip.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean anything.
When it's the chorus, it kind of means
guess
the whole
song.
thing. Yeah.
And then
it's
the first thing was like
Never
said,
gonna-
never
But it
gonna
could
give
be
you-
it could be never gonna let you down.
But the song's name is never going to give you up.
I know, but it says never gonna give you up, never gonna let
Is
you
this this
down,
thing
never
where you're
gonna.
not a smoker too?
No, because it could have been any of those 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought you'd make it a little
It's the
bit
most
tougher.
prominent one in the chorus, so
I
you
don't know.
kinda-
I don't know if Jasmine's being real, but she goes, "I thought that song was by Tom Jones." No, like,
She's had way too many martinis. She's operating at like
Tom
50%
Jones.
brain
no darts
capacity.
probably though.
Tom Jones.
All right, let's move on.
Well, I'm getting smoked in this one. Jeez.
The sports clip is.
Oh boy.
Don't play it yet.
I see it's football though.
It's the first one, right? Yeah, you got number 1.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
1990s Toronto Argos.
Ooh.
Quarterback Kerwin Bell playing against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Run the clip.
Yeah, you guys know I know obscure 90s CFL knowledge.
Catch 67 yards. Argos swept to score their first touchdown. Nice play by Kerwin Bell. And he walks into the end zone.
Okay, what did you do next?
So, can I run it back?
Sure.
Yeah,
I didn't even
don't
really
play the
say
second
Play
one.
the second.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So what he did.
What did he do after he scored the
67
touchdown?
yards. Argos swept to score their first touchdown. Nice play by Kerwin Bell. And he walks into the end zone.
So I can barely see it. It's just like so.
Well, what
great.
does he do
What
after
does he
he scores?
do?
What does he
What
do?
does he do? And what do
His
you think he
celebration?
does afterwards?
He punts it? I don't know. I don't know what he does.
Final answer?
Sure.
Okay, run
Okay,
clip
run the
number
clip.
2.
Oh my gosh. See, Dusty's gonna be disappointed.
Catch 67 yards. Argos swept to score their first touchdown. Nice play by Kerwin Bell. And he walks into the end zone with amazing speed. Kerwin Bell blazes his way into the end zone.
He's talking noise, I think.
Oh, and he hit himself.
He spiked it and it came back
Right
and hit
in the
him.
nuts.
Oh.
Right in the nuts. Yeah. He spiked
then the other
ball,
guy pushes
and then
him
the other
down.
guy pushes him. Like it's probably the worst celebration. Well, or the best, depending on who you are.
The best from an outsider's
yeah.
perspective.
But yeah, he went to go show up a guy and taunt them and spiked the ball in his own nuts. I mean,
Wow.
and then got pushed.
Well,
I mean, hey, good guess on the punt.
punt,
though.
yeah.
they
That
call
one's
it-
a hard one, but that's the
Well,
most one of the most
yeah.
classic CFL videos ever.
well, no,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Well, they call it football, not ball. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad.
Did
Oh,
we
boys.
watch it again?
Yeah, that was hilarious. I'm running that back. Yeah, we don't even need the audio, and even the announcers are like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, because it looks so nonchalant, right?
Oh, poor
And he
guy,
turns back
man.
almost.
I just love the guy that pushes him over.
Oh yeah, like get out of here. Oh, it was awesome.
And then he falls into another guy.
Who spikes the ball between their legs though? Like,
Well, he was trying to go like.
I know.
Yeah,
Like, no, you
yeah.
never do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a football.
He was trying to not hit the other guy, I think, because he was right in front of him, and he ran kind of right into the.
But he ran to get in
opposing
front of
player.
him. He tried to.
Yeah, he was
show.
walking him.
But he
was-
also didn't want to throw the ball at him or have it bounce and hit him, so I think he had to angle it low. I don't know. Maybe he's just bad at throwing. Too.
Even when the commentators are laughing out loud.
Yeah, that's so good.
All right. Since we give Zach an
boy.
extra point, we'll give him 3 out of 8. He failed for the first time in Zach.
That's what I
to
get
the
my
future.
skate sharpened.
Hey, but you're
True
four.
over it?
You're 4 for 5. You've passed 4 out of 5 times. So good job, Koob.
It's not good enough. It's not
No,
good
you're not
enough.
happy with it. I made it a little bit hard. Though.
Right. I'm almost as bad as the Oilers special teams.
I did ask some tough questions. Oh, I also want to give a shout out. 2 of the questions came from some of our nasties.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Mike, the Michigan fan, and where's the other one? Where did you go?
He had the grind line one, I know, because
yeah.
Detroit Red Wings,
Is
right?
it this
Yeah.
one? And Ken, thank you so much. I didn't get to. I got a few from different nasties as well, but we'll use them as we go through here. But thank you for the help. That was great. I'll give you the Macaulay Culkin one because I would have said Home Alone too.
Yeah, oh,
That one was hard.
but that's what set him up. Like Uncle Buck, Home Alone, that set him up to be.
And
a
then
million
My
dollar-
Girl.
Yeah.
Never seen
So it's kind
Uncle
of a
Buck
trick
or My
question.
Girl.
You should watch My Girl. It's good.
I have a lot of movies on the list. Like what was I just telling you before? Like I didn't watch.
You
John
gotta
Wick.
watch
Yeah.
John
So people
Wick.
are saying,
Jeez.
telling me it's Kerwin Bell. Did I not say Kerwin Bell, or
I
did I
think you
say
said
Doug
Kerwin Bell.
Flutie? No, I said Kerwin
You said
Bell.
Kerwin Bell.
You
Yeah.
said Kerwin Bell. You said
Former
Kerwin Bell.
Edmonton Eskimo too. Played 1 year here with Chris Vargas. Does anyone know that? Was that too hard, Coop?
Well, I'm gonna say I didn't dislike the questions. Not as hard as my 1940s like John Mullen
Yeah,
or
they're
whatever.
way easier than what
Joe
he gives
Malone,
us.
7 goals against the St. Pat's.
Yeah.
So I can't really say anything in that department, but you gave me a couple ones that I had to use my noggin for sure.
Did Reed help you with the Karate Kid?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, Reed. See,
Oh, yeah.
Reed's a movie
Yeah,
genius.
he should be
Well-
on Jeopardy.
Because you didn't get it.
I paid
Because
it.
you only knew because I had it written down.
I don't know if I would have got it
Yeah.
though, because I do remember that scene. It's right after the
they beat him up.
they beat him up, and he's got the
bite.
shower.
shower. Yeah,
right, and he's kissing
Yeah, because then he pranks them at the party and then he runs
because they're smoking dope in the bathroom.
God, that's a good movie.
I couldn't believe Cobra Kai, that first episode with Johnny Lawrence. He's just a deadbeat.
Yeah.
I laughed the whole time. It was perfect, and his car's all beat to crap.
Have you seen the last season?
I know.
Oh, it's great, man. It all comes full circle.
Okay, stop. Don't ruin it for me.
Or you are going to watch it?
Well, probably.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
Spoiler alert, jeez.
I don't tell you about Daredevil. How is Daredevil, by the way?
We're 3 episodes in, and we're getting really into it.
Yeah, all right.
It's kind of ridiculous, though. Like,
why?
Because, like, he can't fight like there's no way. But it's good. I like the storylines.
They can't fight like that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I like the storylines.
Of course he can fight like that.
I like how, like, every episode ends, and you're like, who is this guy? And then it just ends. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
Kind of like
little cliffhangers on each one.
Yeah. So it's pretty good.
Have you got to Stick yet?
No, I'm going into the 4th one of season 1.
Okay, I think Stick's in the next.
It ends with a big guy at an art gallery, and a girl comes to talk.
Well, you don't
to
even
him.
know who that is, hey?
No, I don't.
See, my son and I, when that happened, we both both jumped off the couch.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Is that wrong though?
No, it's good.
Oh,
it's fine. But you wouldn't know if unless you're a maniac like me.
Yeah. All right, we got to get out here. Coming up next, we'll continue. We'll continue the sports talk, guys. The sports talk. Oilers in action. Lots going on, and we'll also give away 2 free hours to Gimme Virtual Golf, which is a block from here. It is a great facility. We're gonna have some trivia for you. That's all coming up next here on EST Afternoons. Here's Koob with your sports update.
The Oilers long for a win against the Islanders, with Edmonton dropping a 3-2 decision to New Jersey last night. Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas have the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show to tee up the action at 4:30 right here on EST. You can also join the boys live on location at Boston Pizza Westgate. In Vegas, Adin Hill has signed a 6-year extension worth an average salary of over $6 million. In 39 games this season, Hill has a 21-11-4 record, holding a .906 save percentage. Elsewhere, Utah visits Seattle. The Stars and Jets go head-to-head, while Calgary hosts the Avs, having Flames captain Michael Backlund being week-to-week with an upper body injury he sustained Wednesday against the Canucks. Down south, the Chiefs bring back Kareem Hunt on a 1-year deal. He led the Chiefs in rushing yards last season, also recording 7 touchdowns. And 10 games dot the NBA slate. Toronto hits the court in Utah. The Celtics battle the Heat, and the Mavs play the Rockets. At the Players' Championship, it's Min Woo Lee and Akshay Bhatia leading at 6 under. They wrapped up their second round. Still some play to go on that one. However, Taylor Pendrith, the Canadian, tied for 15th at 2 under, also playing all 18 holes in the second round. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, and whether it's a one-time donation or a monthly contribution, every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. More with Hernan and Joaquin on the other side of the break. I'm Zach The Koob Kubusch for your sports update.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Make your birthday legendary at the Canadian Brewhouse with epic food, killer drinks, and an unbeatable vibe. Plus, download the Canadian Brewhouse app and score free nachos on your big day. Book your party now to celebrate like a pro. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Love is in the air. I love you. And you? And you? And you! Why choose between your beloved items? Sentinel Storage, keeping your treasures safe to be loved again. Try 4 weeks free. Details at sentinelstorage.ca.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
.227, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. The afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino, featuring Italia Restaurant, home of the $6.99 brunch special from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sundays. I got to check that out. Sounds great, Gager. Hit us up on the River Cree inbox, 780-218-9999. Also hit us up on the Nasty Chat, and we're 20 away from 100. Let's do it. We got about, 25 minutes left here. Let's go. Reed Wilkins, we're going solo like the old days.
Wow.
As Jay Milne is off, he'll be joined by Koob. I think I'm joining him too.
Oh, yeah.
And Alexis Kubicki, fresh off her championship title defense, will be on the show as well.
Cool. All right, we're going to give away 2 hours to Gimme Virtual Golf. Gager, you want me to do a question about EST or a question about regarding the Oilers?
You know what? Let's go EST. Yeah. I think
it's very simple.
Okay,
and you should know this. You have to send in to the River Cree box at 780-218-9999 from the EST staff. Who are the three oldest here at EST? Send those in, and one of you that is correct will be selected for 2 hours at Gimme Virtual Golf. They are located 10846 170th Street. They're seriously a block away from us, right by the Subway and the Wendy's and all that fun stuff. It is great. So
the three oldest, you have to name one in order? Or?
No, just name the three.
Why not in order? Like oldest to youngest, the three. Make it a little bit hard.
Okay, in order.
In order. So oldest... Second oldest, third oldest.
Okay. Do you know it?
Yes.
Okay. I wonder how much people know this. I mean, there's two that are obvious. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you keep smoking. You'll be
Oh, boy. Let's see. Nothing yet, so no one really knows. Like it. Got a few in here. Incorrect. That's interesting. Very interesting, Joaquin.
Yeah.
Very interesting. No one has it yet. No one has it yet. You want to talk some F1?
Well, why not? Why not? How's everything going with you? Like, I'm a little bit worried.
No. I'll have my team set. Tonight I'll be watching qualifying, which would be awesome. I had Haas guys in my team, so I'm going to take them out because they're having a bad stretch right now. I might take one out.
Who are you taking out?
I'll probably take Ollie Behrman out. So it's going to be interesting. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm excited. Night races for us, which is awesome. We don't have to be up at 6 a.m. Enjoy a nice glass of wine. You might be having some mezcals.
Maybe not. Probably not till tomorrow.
Really? But you'll watch it with the race is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, the race. Yeah. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's... That will be prime margarita. I'll be wasting away again in Margaritaville at that point.
Yeah, we got a few correct answers. I like how Some people think Jay's that old. Well, I shouldn't say. It's not that old.
You know what? This is a little bit. I'm mad at a lot of these people, actually.
We said in order, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did.
Okay. So people are starting to get it. Oh boy.
Good work.
Koob, do you know? Don't say it, but do you know?
Well, like I kind of had a little bit of an idea. I didn't know the like exact order. I could probably name ballpark like the top 4. I don't know exactly which order. I might mess up 1 or 2, but I think I know it.
You know what's funny? A lot of people are putting Cass. Cass is one of the youngest.
I know.
Yeah.
He's like 26 or something.
He might be the youngest outside of the young bucks. The
I know.
20-year-olds.
Yeah. He acts like he's
That might be
60.
true, actually.
Chemo Man says, what happens if we lose tonight? Well, nothing. Life goes on, my friend. We'll just have a spicy post-game show and we move on till Sunday.
Rangers Sunday, 5.
Yeah, like nothing's like, guys, there's no coaching staff or anything going like that. Like, that's not going to happen, people. This is the team. Got to deal with it. They got to find a way to figure it out. Joaquin, it is Friday. I do want to ask you, top 3 for the race this weekend?
I just have to respond to Jasmine because she's completely out to lunch again. Saying how I have the audacity to throw shade at me after he is the margarita queen. I don't go out and spend $30 on a crappy espresso martini. I have made them at home and relaxed. I don't have to. I'm not a socialite like yourself. So
I think Jasmine's a millionaire.
She must be. She's going to New York.
I know. It's unreal.
Jeez, what's going on?
Unreal.
She never brings anything in. Like if she's got that much,
there's no
she's got that much money. Yeah,
or
nothing.
snacks or.
Oh, you know what? I won't say that. She did bring in like samosas.
Yes.
A long time, like 3 years ago, but that's it.
I was still in high school then.
Elias says WSD over EST. Well, that's rude. Very rude. He's a Winnipegger. As we say hello to the Winnipeggers, the Hustlerites, the WSTers. If you're joining us, please slam that thumbs up. Big game for the Jets tonight. Dallas. That's a good game.
Oh, yeah. And where is it?
Let me check for you. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail and I'll let you know.
Because the Winnipeggers, if it's in Winnipeg.
It's in Winnipeg.
Okay, so they had the best. Winnipeggers, bravo. Congratulations. You know how I don't like if I'm playing or whatever and it's Gage. That does nothing.
Yeah.
But when last time Dallas was in Winnipeg, I think, but I watched some of this game, the Winnipeggers, because they were going against Ottinger, and it was before the Four Nations.
Yeah.
And they were yelling, U.S. back up. Oh, please do that again. That's awesome.
Elias
so
says,
awesome.
No, I meant coming over from WSD. Laugh aloud. Sorry. No worries, Elias. Elias is loyal. Yeah. You just hurt my feelings, but now it's all forgiven because it was just a misunderstanding. That's what happens when you're texting in and doing all that fun stuff. I'm having a hoot here with all the texts of who are the 3 oldest guys at EST in order. Man, Cass is taking a lot of heat on this one. Well, we just said he's one of the younger guys, so people stop.
But they got to text it in, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's really saying it on the, there's a few.
There's a few in there.
C run. Thank you. But no. Okay, Joaquin. Your top 3 finishers at the Australian Grand Prix.
Oh, so far? What
do you mean so far?
Well, we've only 2 practices, so I can't really. So it'll probably change by after 7:30 tonight. But I think I'm gonna go. Charles wins.
Ooh.
Lando second. Piastri third.
Okay, I'm gonna go Lando. I'm taking the 2 McLaren guys. Piastri and Charles.
Okay, so just kind of flip-flop.
Yeah. I want Lewis to win. And I also want George Russell in there. I think it's going to take him a bit to get up to speed. No pun.
Yeah, they were talking about that Mercedes, and And George was raving about it in practice, but I think it's not quite there yet. Different setting, with the street circuit. Let me ask you this. How many red flags do you think we see in the race?
Probably 2, because that one corner is going to be scary.
And when it gets to the battling and stuff, yeah, I think you'll see at least 2.
Are we discounting Max Verstappen?
Of course we are.
Because he's the greatest driver.
Because it's supposed to rain too. You got to realize that. And one of the greatest racing performance I've seen up to this point was Max last year in Sao Paulo, right? When I think he started in 17th and won in the rain.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Like, I feel like we're just kind of moving on from him, and I think that's the kind of disrespect he's looking for to prove everybody wrong. Like, would you be shocked if he's in the top 3? I wouldn't.
No.
No.
No, I want him battling, because you don't want Max not in the battle for a championship. Yeah. I want them all in there.
That's the thing. Like, I like so many of these drivers outside of Max, but Max being in the top 3 makes things even that much better, because you want him to be in that fight and then lose, ultimately.
Exactly.
Do we have any Red Bull fans as nasties? I've never seen anyone say, "Hey, I love Max."
My brother-in-law loves
Max. Yeah, you were telling me the story. Yeah. He just likes him, eh?
Yeah, he's all in on Max.
Bronco Nick says Lando has problems. Elias says Alonso wild card. You never count out the vet.
No, but I just don't think that. I really don't think that car is any good. And you can't tell me Adrian Newey's doing anything with this one.
Well, Tim said he's not. He has no involvement.
No,
he's
all next year.
All next year. Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun, man. I can't wait. This is awesome.
Wait till qualifying tonight. I haven't been this excited for a sporting event. Since the Four Nations.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I loved that thing.
Let's see here. Kittens31 says, just came from WST. They put up a poll for which of my Jets jerseys should I wear. Well, what are your Jets jerseys? And we'll let you know what you should.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a Dale Howard chalk? Do you have who are the other big players in Winnipeg? Scheif.
Carlisle. Steen.
Solani.
Oh.
Kachuk.
Eddie Olczyk.
Yeah.
Good old Eddie.
Teppo Numminen.
Dave Ellett.
Was Mark Letestu a Jet at one point?
Was he?
Did he step through there? I don't know.
And let me do this. Thank you for all the nasties and everyone that listens for support with my daughter trying to achieve her dance icon.
Yes.
She's a semifinalist right now. So it's amazing what you guys have done. Thank you so much for voting and things like that. So I guess she's in the semifinals. She's got 2 days and 20 hours.
You still vote?
Yes. So hopefully she can. It's pretty cool. She sees all these people and asks who they are. And I was like, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, it means a lot to her. It lights her up when she sees who's voting for her and where she is. So,
Barry says, "I'm a Red Bull and Max fan. He's in our EST fantasy league."
Wow.
Lars
might
also
have to
says,
kick him out.
We might have to kick you guys out, man. Jeez. All right, guys. Coming up next, we'll close out EST for the week. Reminder, Reed Wilkins is coming up from 3 to 4:30. Then we'll jump on with Tom Gazzola and Matt Cassian for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show. And then at 5:30, Reed Wilkins will return and take you home right up until 6. We're live on location for the pre- and post-game shows. Boston Pizza, Westgate, right across West Edmonton Mall. Go hang out with the boys. Have a few brews. It's Friday. Everybody's feeling good. And the Oilers are going to win, right? Right. All right. We close it out. Up next here on EST Afternoons, here's Koob with your sports update.
Losing the first of a back-to-back 3-2 in New Jersey last night, Edmonton hits the ice in Long Island. EST gets you set for the action as Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas go live for the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame show live on location at Boston Pizza Westgate. Tune in for that one at 4:30. Aiden Hill has signed a 6-year, $37.5 million extension with the Golden Knights. The 28-year-old Stanley Cup champion has a .906 save percentage in 39 games this season. We also see the Red Wings meeting the Hurricanes, Ducks challenging the Preds, while the Avs and Flames drop the puck. Calgary's Michael Backlund is out week to week after he suffered an upper body injury Wednesday against Vancouver. And the Chiefs have extended 29-year-old Kareem Hunt to a 1-year deal worth $2.5 million. He recorded 7 touchdowns last season, leading the Chiefs in rushing yards. And on the court, the Raps battle the Jazz. Sacramento plays Phoenix, and the Lakers will be without Luka Doncic tonight against the Nuggets, having 10 games around the association. On the links, Minwoo Lee and Akshay Bhatia share top spot at 6 under. They played 18 holes, ending their second round. Canadian Taylor Pendrith is 2 under. That's good for tied at 15th place. This sports update is brought to you by Gimme Virtual Golf. Step into a whole new golfing experience with 240 unique courses for you to play, featuring innovative technology that automatically tees the ball up for you while replicating real-life ball lies, shifting the ball in 24 different directions. Gimme Virtual Golf, where innovation meets the game. Visit their website at gimmevirtualgolf.ca. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back before the Reed Wilkins Show goes live at 3 o'clock. I'm Zach The Koob Kubusch, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
Don't you dare. Tell me that's not the guy. I'm sorry to do it, but it has to be brought up. The guy that you developed to play that spot is playing that spot very well somewhere else, and you don't have somebody to play that spot. Just over $2 million. Kapanen makes $1 million. No Kapanen, no Klingberg. You play Holloway right now.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Don't miss the internationally recognized tribute, the Alan Jackson Experience, April 18th at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement? Bet on it.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Play more tables and games.
Play more tables and games. Make the most of your bad game. Oh, you want to, you need to, you know just what you gotta do. It's time to add some fun to your life. Make the most of your bad game. Play more tables and games. PlayMoreGames.ca.
.245, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk, live from the William Huff Studios here in the west side of the city. Portions of this hour are brought to you by the Canadian Brewhouse. NHL lives at the Canadian Brewhouse. Every Oilers game day, get $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Cruise Light, where you can win game tickets and 2 tickets to a surf and turf dinner at the end of the season. Full details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. Gager, the deadline is over for guessing who are the 3 oldest. And I know a lot of people put HR Daddy there. He is part of the crew, but we meant like on air and producers and all that. So sorry about that. I should have cleared that up. You want to give the order?
I don't even know it, actually.
Okay, well, here it goes. Joaquin is number 1.
Jesus.
Reed Wilkins is number 2. And number 3, you know who it is?
It's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
God, that's sad.
It is sad, especially with the maturity level of most of these guys. It actually shows now, doesn't it? Doesn't make sense. It all makes sense now.
Oh, man, yeah. So if you text it in, Gager, Reed, and Hernan, in that order, one of you will be contacted by yours truly. And
why am I in every single one? You guys are pricks.
So if you text anything after 2:45, it will not be included. But everybody's asking where to go to vote for your daughter, Liliana.
Oh, just go to the top of my Twitter page.
Give them your Twitter.
Joaquin Gage 31. Let me just make sure. I think it's pinned to the top, so you can just click the little link there. The voting, it's actually paused right for the moment, but it'll be up there soon.
Calvin says, it makes so much sense now. Very mature show. Well done, fellows. I don't know about that.
No, it kind of does show.
Yeah, I don't act. I definitely don't act my age, but
I feel it.
Oh, yeah. I went for a run a couple weeks ago.
You did?
Holy, I was sore. I ran 5K though, like cold turkey, just went right into it.
Yeah, so you can't move for the next 2 weeks.
Like
get back in shape and then you can't do
my
anything?
knees, because I started running on the concrete, right? And then I go down by the river valley and come back up the hills. Buddy, my knees, it felt like just a sharp pain.
Dude, the other day, I thought you broke both your legs getting up out of the chair.
It's just soccer.
Snap.
That I won't be playing because Trevor.
I'm pretty sure my ACL's pretty much gone in my left knee. Because it's not gone, but it's very loose.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm on permanent LTIR for hockey.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so when Koob comes back, Koob's just helping some nasties out there in the lobby. The lobby. So some nasty paid money for this hockey, heavy hockey showdown that goes tomorrow. Go to HH Showdown to you want to donate some money. And he paid, so Zach's going to get 2 breakaways, like shootout.
Yeah.
How do you think he does?
I just hope he gets to the other end. Like, is it right from the red line? Because I don't know if he'll make it. How much?
He'll Scott Ferguson and he'll probably fall.
They might have to go from the tops of the circles in on this one because let's just say Zach needs a knee brace to keep his knees apart.
Oh, man. So we'll see what he's thinking for his moves. Triple deke. Uh-oh.
You know, he'll probably like try the...
You know what he should do? The Linus Omark.
Oh, come on.
Why?
There's no ambulance on site.
He can't do the twirl at center by himself.
Or the young blood. You know what the young blood?
Yeah.
With the kick up?
Of course.
Yeah, that would be...
Coop, put your headphones on. You've been selected to do 2 shootout breakaways tomorrow, 1-on-1 with the goalie. What are you thinking about for moves right now? I recommended you do the Linus Omark. Just look it up.
Does he know what that is? You know what that is?
Linus Omark?
Yeah, from the Oilers.
The goaltender?
No.
Or the Omar.
Omar.
You said, yes, I know which one that is. The spinorama, and then he claps it. Yeah, that was in his first game too, right?
No.
That was not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
it was. Yeah. See, I didn't even watch that game. I don't know what I'm going to do because I have 2 chances or something, right? And I've been in contact with Alex, who graciously donated the money for me to have this. Donated it to Sace. And man, there's a couple moves that I'm thinking of. Like, I have no hands. Like, my game, I can't. I know. I played Tier 6 hockey, right? And you guys, if you were at the game last year at the Heavy Hockey Showdown, I played in that one. It was not very good, but I might go something old school. I don't know. Try the Datsuk.
You gotta
I don't think I can flip
just
the
be
puck
creative. Mike the Michigan
Or do I
fan
even think
says,
of it, right?
Koob will dump it into the corner.
Yeah, I think you should just dump it in and cycle to yourself a couple times.
I can't even dump and chase properly, boys.
You can do the spinorama. You can do the Linus Omark. You can do the triple deke.
What about the Forsberg?
Triple deke.
You can do
Forsberg?
You can do the paralyzer
I've done
that
it in Chell.
Matt Hendricks used to do.
Please, come on, man.
What? Have some faith in Koob.
How about the Superman? So I throw the puck ahead of me, and then I dive towards it and smack it with my stick while I'm on my stomach.
You have to be able to pass it to yourself at that point.
A Pickle Rick says, just run the goalie and set the tone for the game.
It's probably the most useful thing I can do. Yeah.
Set the tone.
I don't know when I'm having the shots, though. Is it like halfway through the first period? Is it at the start or the end of the game? Like,
I don't think it matters, Koob.
Well, it does for me. Like the pressure.
Oh,
that
the
I got.
pressure, right?
And warm-ups, like go in and kind of visualize it, right? Like see what you want to do.
Never been on a breakaway. Don't know.
Don't go on a cold turkey.
Hey, I scored a hat trick in a tier 3 tryout one time.
Oh, look at that. Hey, 25 years ago today, the Edmonton Oilers acquire German Titov.
Oh, German.
For Josef Baranek.
Really?
Yeah, Baranek was a good player, man.
Titov was, I think, good in NHL 95.
He was.
Calgary? Yeah.
Really good. On this day, one of the greatest rock bands of all time was formed. Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi?
Bon Jovi? On this day, in 1983, David Bowie released his single, Let's Dance.
Put on your red shoes.
Good tune, eh?
And dance the blues. I wasn't a big Bowie fan, to tell you the truth.
And today's National Potato Chip Day. If you could only have one potato chip flavor for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pretty easy. The new kettle chips, they are sea salt and truffle oil. They're the best.
Jesus. You're bougie, man.
Koob? What are you talking about?
It's sea salt and truffle oil. I don't think it's that.
That's what Glue Guy brought in yesterday.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, they were good.
Numbskulls?
They wouldn't be the. I'd go
I didn't
Old
say
Dutch, the classic dill pickle.
That's hyper. I like the wavy kind of chip. Anything that has a lot of crunch to it, but you want to be able to dip it and use it. Like if you only, I know I'm thinking deep about this.
I'm
Just
thinking if
plain-
this is the last chip you're getting, there's not a lot of dip.
Yeah, there's no dip, just chips.
Your
Like-
Desert Island.
double crunch jalapeno cheddar Old Dutch chip.
Oh, great selection.
They're like razor blades on your mouth if you eat too
For
many
me,
of them.
Old Dutch is the best. It's not even close.
What you
Matt Hyman says truffle oil, fancy Gage.
Oh, come on. What's up with you Philistines? Just expand your palate. Come on.
It's also Pi Day, 3/14. Like does nobody like tradition anymore? Not one person has texted in Old Dutch. Old Dutch ketchup, Old Dutch salt and vinegar, Old Dutch barbecue.
Those
are,
ketchup
even the
chips
regular
suck.
Old Dutch chips are good. Like the oh my god,
The OG,
the
just
Ripple.
plain? Yeah, the Ripple are the best. Yeah, like a bag of Kirkland just Ripple chips. Like the wave started with Old Dutch.
Everybody's going with Miss Vicky's and all these bougie chips.
Yeah, because they're good.
The bag,
No, I know, but
the
they're
bag
not-
of chips is like $4.
but they're not the
How
classic.
bougie is it?
Do you like Old Dutch?
I have to have. You're talking about Ripple chips, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the original Ripple chips. Yeah, I'll eat them, but I usually only have them at the in-laws' place, and then they take the sour cream with the French onion soup mix and dump it into the sour cream and mix it, so you have that onion dip with those. I'll do that way, but if you really want a good chip, and I mean, look, a tortilla chip, really, if I really think about it, I'm just thinking it would be nice to have the truffle chip for the rest of my life if it was, that's it. But really, you just give me a good tortilla chip.
Yeah, like I'm not like I love all chips. I love Lay's. Like the Ruffles all dressed are the best all dressed chips of all time. I love Doritos. I like Miss Vicky's too, but like if I could only eat one, it's Old Dutch.
How about
Give me
a
any
true
flavor.
Canadian chip? Hawkins Cheesies.
Oh, classic.
So good.
Hickory
sticks.
We'll end with this one. Old Dutch for an old guy.
Screw
Then Jasmine says, "Do you guys dip your chips in ice cream?" What? No.
God, she's a psychopath.
That's
It's
what
not-
millionaires do.
Well, they say dip your
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Who can afford a bag of chips and some ice cream?
I dip my fancy chips in Haagen-Dazs.
Ew. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're at 110 thumbs up. It's been an awesome week. You guys have been awesome. Keep it positive. Oilers will win tonight. That's Hernan guaranteed.
Oh my God! What
All
did
right,
you just do?
And on the post-game show, we're going to be nice and happy. Let's go. Reed Wilkins coming up. Then the pregame show. Then Reed. Then the postgame show. Love you guys and gals. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the game. We'll chat on Monday. Shouters.